What's up, guys? Hope you're doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the 7-step appointment setting formula that works. And before we get right into it, if you don't know who I am, my name is Duno Clenor, founder of the Prime Setters program, where we help 9-to-5ers and really just people that are stuck in that 9-to-5 grind elevate their lives and become more financially free by becoming leveraged appointment setters so that they can consistently earn an extra 3 to 8K a month from their phone or laptop anywhere in the world. As I always say, you guys need to realize that a lot of times you need to stop trying to start a business because you don't have the skills, right? And in my opinion, right, I personally think that appointment setting is the foundational skill set that makes it unreasonable for anyone not to be successful and become a multiple 5 to 6 figures earner, right? Lead generation literally is a skill for life. Every business needs consistent leads, right? No matter what. They just can't run without having consistent leads. Mastering multiple forms of not only lead generation, but also being able to close leads for appointments and sales will always put food on your table, whether you're doing it for yourself or others. You can also charge whatever you want, especially if you can guarantee results. So if you really want to change your life and become a valuable asset for any business out there, that needs clients or needs meetings, then please pay attention, right? Appointment setting literally might be the most crucial part of any online business. Many people in the industry can agree that an A-player setter can be worth much more than an A-player closer. If calls aren't coming in, right, the potential for income baselines, right? It is extremely crucial in today's online business world to be able to set appointments proficiently for yourself and also for your clients. So let's get started with the process, right? Let's discuss how to find the leads, how to talk with them, and how to identify if they are a good fit, right? Because it is up to you to book that call with them or not, right? So let's get right into it. So let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. And then, yep, let's zoom in. Sweet. So basically, I'm going to go through it one time, and then I'm going to break down each individual 7, right? So number 1, you want to have your no-brainer outreach offer, right? This essentially is for cold DMing. You can also use this with cold email, and you can also find a way to use it when you're cold calling, right? Because this works at each level. It just comes down to how you choose to go about it, right? Because you're the appointment setter, and if you're a business owner, it's your business that you're setting appointments for. So figure out how to make this efficient and effective for your specific business. If you're an appointment setter working for a business, figure out how to make it efficient based on their offer and their product, their service, etc., etc., etc. Right? So let's get right into it. 1, you want to have a no-brainer outreach offer, right? So from there, share a loom and build social context, right? Then you want to offer a free and valuable asset, right? One that they can watch, read, take action on, blah, 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 right? Right in that conversation, right? I also want you guys to understand that you don't need to book a call that same day with that specific person. This can be, it typically takes 4 to 5 days for someone, right, to book a call with you. So plan that out. If it's going to take you 5 days to potentially book a call with someone, the more conversations you're having, the better, right? So it's going to build up over time to where you're booking consistent calls every single day, right? So this is essentially, let's say, 5 days, right? You can do this the same day depending on how interested the lead is, right? You can book a call the same day. You can do it in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, but typically give yourself 5 days, right? You don't know what they're doing. They may be busy. They could be slow to reply, etc., right? So no-brainer outreach offer. You share a loom based on that offer to build social content, and you want to build social context. Then you want to offer a free and valuable asset. Then you want to qualify and find inefficiencies, right? Then you want to educate and share proof. Then you want to offer a call and confirm the booking. And then you want to follow up until they book. And if they don't show up, you follow up until they book again and show up. Okay? Never stop following up. Follow up until you die or they die, right? That's how the saying goes. Sweet. So literally, some of you probably already know what to do. So now let's get right into the meat and potatoes or whatever, right? So your no-brainer outreach offer can be something like, hey, name, I came across your profile and you look similar to some of our past clients. Mind if I share a quick 2 to 3 minute video on how we help X do X, right? Your message doesn't need to look like this, right? Because if it's too long, somebody probably doesn't care about it, right? So you want to make it as short and to the point as possible. Hey, name, I noticed that you follow X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Hey, name, thank you for liking blah, 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 blah. Hey, name, I saw that you liked blah, 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 blah. Hey, name, I saw your comment on blah, 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 right? You want to keep it to the point, short and concise, right? And in your 2 to 3 minute video, 1 to 2 minute video, preferably, because the shorter the better, right? You want them to just watch it like that, right then and there, right? You don't want to send them a 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute video. You can send that later on in the conversation, but again, the conversation is just getting started, right? And in that video, the first one, the quick one, you want to talk about who you are, whether it's you or your business, what you do, how your process can help them, right? Let me add that to this, right? Everyone is always thinking about what's in it for me. What's in it for me? Why should I pay attention to you? Why should I watch this video? This is where your mind needs to be when you're coming up with these offers. Why do they want to watch the video? Why should they watch the video, right? What's in it for them, right? So if you're offering something of value, now they're going to want to watch. They're going to want to pay attention. They're going to want to actually take the time out of their day because their attention is currency, right? So who you are, what you do, your process, and 1 to 2 case studies, right? To show them why they should, your offer tells them why they should watch it. And then inside of that video, you're giving them more reasons why they should continue engaging with you or your appointment setter. From there, right, step 2 is they say yes, they say sure, why not, okay, go ahead, blah, 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 right? Whatever their response is, right? What we want is a response. Cool. Then you share the loom and you build social context. Now, let's get into how you would build social context, right? So contrary to popular belief, right, there is not some magic script or phrase that you can say the book calls, right? If there was, we would be doing 100 million per year, right? That said, there are still many conversation tricks and skills that are key to wording your messages with optimal success potential, right? So let's get right into for building social context, right? Gather some personal information from the prospect's profile. For example, their business name, country or city, etc., and ask or mention it within the first 2 to 3 messages, right? Make sure to offer something valuable within the first 2 to 3 messages, right? So, dude, random question. Would you be okay with me showing you how to book an extra 5 meetings a day, right? That's a way of offering another way to send them another video to watch, or a free ebook, or a free page, Google Doc that breaks down blah, 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 right? You're offering a free and valuable asset. You build social context, right? For example, hey, like, are you from blah, 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 blah? Oh, how was that vacation I saw? How was this and this and this and this? Your dog, they're whatever. You just build that quick social context, right? Or you find something you can relate to them with, right? Then you offer a free and valuable asset. So, dude, random question. Would you be okay with me showing you how to blah, 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 blah? Another way that you can share a valuable asset is like this. By the way, here's X. It should help you with X. Check it out when you get a chance, right? Let's say you're in the fitness industry. By the way, dude, here's a quick blah, blah, blah for chest workouts. Take a look at it when you get a chance, right? You just giving them another piece of value to show them that you have something to offer and you're not just there to get their money. Yes, you want their money, but you're offering value up front. You're not holding anything back, right? Then you want to qualify and find inefficiencies, right? So after they've shown interest, you can say something like this so that you can find inefficiencies, right? So when you offer them that free asset, right, you can hold it over their head or you can share it right away, right? If you're holding it over their head, hey, before I grab the link to blah, 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 how's blah, blah, blah going for you currently, right? So let's say they're a business owner. How's business going for you currently? Oh, how often are you booking meetings? How often are you talking to new prospects? With the way that you're currently going about booking meetings, what kind of results have you been getting? Have you tried this way yet? For example, have you tried approaching them XYZ way yet? right? Basically, the method that the business you're working for is utilizing, right? You want to limit this to 2 to 3 questions, and then you want to start sharing more info about the business and its process for solving X, Y, and Z problem, right? It's important to make sure that when speaking with a potential client that you are in no way robotic, right? To give yourself the best chance to book each prospect. You're also going to have to be well vested in the conversation. This means allowing the convo to flow in a few different directions, letting the client know that you care to have a genuine chat with them, right? The best setters around will be able to flip the convo in their favor at any given moment, right? This simply means keeping things on track while remaining casual. If you want to know what their goals are, don't ask, what are your goals for Q2? But instead say something like, oh, cool. What kind of plans do you have for this month, for the rest of this month, for this week, right? For the next couple of weeks. It's important to keep things loose while also progressing the conversation toward the big pitch. Next, you also want to make sure that you are educating them and sharing proof, right? So, educate and share proof, right? For example, we're currently doing X for our niche to solve main obstacle. We're currently using a simple conversation process to help our clients quickly build attraction with women, if you're in the dating niche, right? So that they can have more dates and more fun with the women they want. I'm actually currently using evergreen VSLs to pitch our prospects without even doing anything in Messenger, right? That's another example. Then you want to introduce a case study from the business that proves that claim. We've helped these guys quickly build their confidence, flip the way they communicate with women, and now they naturally attract the women they want. And then you can share some screenshots, you can share a video testimonial, and so on, right? So that's how you create more curiosity, right? Notice how, as we're transitioning, right? If I had a graph, if it let me draw, I could put this in, yeah, and just use that. I want to flip it though. Oh well, right? So let's do it this way. Notice that, there we go. This is their level of attraction. I don't want to say attraction. I'll say curiosity. And you warming them up, right? The more warmed up a prospect is prior to the call, the higher the chances they will close, right? So, and I can make this bigger. Yes, sir. See, we figure it out on the fly. All right. So, how warm a prospect is prior to the call. Man, you guys gotta like this video. Look how much value you're getting. No, I'm just kidding. But if you are getting value from the video so far, you know, like, subscribe, share it to a business owner that you know. If they don't believe you, share it. That way they can watch this video, understand the fundamentals, and then, yeah, include it into their training and so on. Yeah, and of course, if you're implementing this and they're actually getting results, ask for more money. Don't be afraid to ask to get paid more, because you deserve it. Anyways, let's continue with the video. Anyways, all right. Sorry, this is my perfectionist. Anyways, let's get back to the video. All right. So this is how warm the prospect is prior to the call, right? As you take them down this process, they get more and more warmed up to where they're like, man, I really want to work with this guy, or they are open to working with you and your business and so on, right? So you educate and share proof, and next you want to offer a call and confirm the booking, right? So at this point, they've probably watched a couple videos, they've probably read a couple articles, they probably went through your ebook or whatever, right? This is, let's say, 5-day time period. You can do this in a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. It all depends on how quickly the prospect is getting back to you, as well as following through on what you're sharing. If they're watching every video you send, Awesome, right? They're getting more and more warmed up. They're trusting you more, right? The appointment setter or the business owner. They're trusting the company more, right? So now you can offer a call and confirm the booking. You can offer the call before educating and sharing proof. You can offer the call, always qualify, right? At this point, once you've qualified, you can automatically offer a call. You can offer a call a couple of times, right? It's not one and done, right? So offer a call and confirm the booking, right? The more warmed up they are, the more likely they are to say yes to hopping on a call with you and your team and so on, right? So offering the call. It's important to remember that pitching the offer is not necessary for the messages. Remember, you are pitching the call, not the offer. That's for whoever takes the sales call, right? Whether it's the CEO, whether it's you, the appointment setter, or whether it's a closer on your team, right? There are a few things that you want to be true before moving to the pitch. The prospect has positively engaged with you, right? If they aren't aligned and well-mannered, they likely won't be on the call, right? You have applied leverage. You have mentioned or told them that you, the business, have great success in helping people lose unwanted weight, right? For example, if you're in the fitness space, this is a good mindset to have for the lead ahead of the call and secures your control in the chat. This is someone you believe the business can work with. You don't want to just pitch anyone, right? Can the business actually help this person? If these are all true, there's a much higher chance they will hop on the call, right? After they've shown curiosity, you can ask, are you free for a 15-minute chat this week where I can show you a personalized walkthrough of our process and how you can implement it? With that example, you can frame it however you want. There's lots of ways you can frame it. This is just an example, right? You don't have to copy it word for word. You can offer a 30-minute call. You can offer a 5-minute call, right? Some companies have a triage call prior to the demo call, right? So it can be a 5-minute call, 15-minute call, 30-minute call, right? You just want to frame it as a quick call. You don't even have to tell them how long. Are you open to hopping on a call, right? Simple. After they say yes, ask again, ask for permission to send them a booking link. Cool. They said, yes, sure. Why not? Is it cool if I send you a booking link? After they say yes, cool. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's run through the strategy live. That way you can ask any questions in real time and we can map it out so that you can start X, getting the women you want on your own. Are you up for that? Right? That's an example. Again, you're framing it, right? And you can shift this however you want. Cool. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's run through the strategy live. That way you can ask me any questions in real time and we can map it out so that you can start getting the body you want, looking the way you want. You want to sell them what they want, not so much the process, so that you can start booking more meetings and closing more deals, so that you can start looking good, feeling good, so that you can start blah, 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 right? Then you want to confirm that they found a time that works for them by following up, right? Which is step 7, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, right? Always follow up, right? If your client has a video that they like their prospects to watch before calls, you can say something like this. In the meantime, man, right? Once they book that call, great. Your job is not done though. You want them to be warmed up. You want them to want to work with you, right? So let's say you booked the call as the appointment setter and your business that you're working for hasn't done this. Cool. Tell them to implement this step, right? And the step is a quick 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 minute, 20 minute. At this point, this video can be as long as it needs to be, right? Because they trust you. They're more warmed up. They're more open to learning more from you because you already shared value earlier in the conversation, right? So, and again, I'm sure some of you will find ways to do this via cold calling, right? You can, hey, do you mind if I send you this, blah, blah, blah? Cool. What's the email I can send it to? Now you have their email and you can send them something of value, right? It works, right? And again, if you're cold calling, they probably don't have a lot of time, which is why you follow up. Yeah, here's this quick blah, blah, blah. Cool. Follow up another day if they're open to it, depending on how the conversation goes, right? You're in control, right? Next. So, right, you can say, in the meantime, here's a video on getting women to chase you, right? Take a look ahead of our call. We will go into more detail on the call, but if you have any more questions, I'm happy to cover that too, right? So you send them that video. The video can be frequently asked questions, right? I have a 30-minute video that I made for a separate offer that broke down every single question that we got, right? And it was like 30 minutes long, right? And I would send that after someone books a call. Hey, here's our frequently asked questions. I also had a Google Doc. Here's a doc that they can search through for any question that they might have prior to our call, right? It's also very important to track your numbers. Let's say you tracked your last 200 conversations, 120 people answered, and you pitched 25 of them, right? And got 6 calls from it. Now you know you would average a call booked every 34 people. Reverse engineering is literally your friend, right? So your potential, right? Your potential income as an appointment setter is based directly on conversations that you start, right? So if you are slacking off, the entire pipeline takes a hit. If more calls are coming in, there are more sales calls and more opportunities for a business to close new clients and pay you what you ask for, right? So let's do some quick, I'm going to end the video on some quick pessimistic math, whatever the word is. Anyways, and I want to kind of show you guys just what our calendar looked like literally back in February, right? Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 calls in a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 calls in a day, right? And it's not just 1 week. This was the week after, right? It slowed down for this week, right? So let's do some quick pessimistic math if you are actually about it, right? If you're actually putting in the work to actually get the results that you say you want, right? Let's assume you're doing 1,000 DMs a day, right? You have a 10% response rate per day, 10% calls booked a day, 10% deals closed a day, right? And let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different appointment setters that are getting these kinds of results, right? This is pessimistic. You should be getting a higher response rate. You should be getting a higher calls booked rate, and you should be getting a higher deals closed rate, right? So this equals 100 responses a day per setter, potentially, 10 calls a day per setter, potentially, 1 deal a day per setter, potentially, right? Let's say you're selling a $5,000 product or service, right? That's basically $5,000 a day. If you have multiple setters that are getting these kind of numbers, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 a day, right? Now, let's say you're an appointment setter, right? You have your setter pay plus commissions, right? Whatever you negotiate, maybe it's 100% commission offer, meaning they're only giving you commission, they're not giving you base pay. That's fine. You can demand more commission if you are actually delivering results. But let's assume they give you a base plus 10% commissions, right? From that $5,000, you're making $500 a day plus $500 a month if that's your minimum monthly retainer rate or whatever, right? You can demand 10% only if you deliver results. But say they are only willing to give you 5%, that's still $250 a day. And if you're really that good, you can increase your base pay to $1,000 a month, right? In the program, we show you how to negotiate your pay, how to, a few different ways to get paid so that it's worth your time, right? And this is what I say, this is why I'm telling you that you can do this full time, part time, up to you. If you want to do this part time, cool. An extra $250 a day, working only 4 to 6, maybe 8 hours a day if you're really, really grinding, right? And you have that extra time, right? 4 to 6 hours a day, and you make $250 for that day. Let's say you're doing it every week, right? Now you're like, I'm making more money over here. Let me replace this job. Now you've replaced your job. Now you're doing this full time. Now you're spending 8 hours a day doing this, making more money. Maybe you're balancing multiple gigs, right? You have 2 to 3 setting gigs and you're getting similar numbers, right? Now you're making 3 to 8K a month, right? Maybe more, right? It all comes down to you. So I'm going to end this video on this last note, right? If you are tired of your current situation, right? Maybe you're tired of starting a business after business and seeing no clear success, or maybe you just want to be able to support the ones you love, right? Maybe you just want to make some extra side money, right? To party, to have fun, to whatever, right? Make sure to subscribe and click the link below to book a free strategy call with me and my team to see if we're the right fit to work with you to help you finally start making money online and living life on your terms as a leveraged appointment setter. We don't offer the program to everyone who books a call. We only offer it if we think we can actually help you. That's the purpose of the free call. We have people that get results within the first 2 weeks. They get their first setting gig within the first 2 weeks, right? Why? Because they put in the work to get that setting gig. That's it from me, guys, right? So yeah, see you guys soon.